Hi, my name is Bruce Bolger. I'm founder of the Brand Media Coalition, dedicated to educating corporate America about the rewards and recognition business. And in these programs, we feature various CEOs of top companies in the rewards and recognition business who can help corporate America and their solution providers achieve their goals. So today I'd like to introduce Scott Kooken, CEO of Links Unlimited.
Hello.
Scott, welcome today, and I'm going to show the slide that introduces you as the founder and owner of Links Unlimited, which is a leading master fulfillment company in this industry, providing warehouse services for corporate incentives, recognition, and also for retail, but I'll let you get into that. So, Scott, who is Links Unlimited, and what do you do on a high level?
Yeah, I could answer that question many ways, but we are a corporate fulfillment company. And then the markets we serve with fulfillment and other services are the loyalty industry, loyalty market, the incentive industry, promotional products, event gifting, special markets, warehouse services or 3PL, third-party logistics, that kind of goes into that retail side, and then agency services. And so it's a special market corporate fulfillment company focused on those industries.
And we're going to get into some of the basic capabilities, but just in a nutshell, what are the basic services?
Well, ultimately, we ship product to either corporate customers or end users that are customers of our corporate customers. So ultimately, it is being a total solution provider to meet the needs of a corporation, either through loyalty programs where you are rewarding somebody or in a sense thanking somebody for their loyalty, or an incentive where you are influencing behaviors.
Thank you. So what is your unique selling proposition?
Well, I kind of said it a few minutes ago, but we're a total solution provider. And so we come in and not only do the brand selection and look at your demographics and understand what you're trying to accomplish, but we also then manage the order process through any type of technology. And then we manage the fulfillment, the reporting, the communication to the customer, and then ultimately to make sure that the program or the end result worked. And me and you've talked in the past, but I can go into numerous stories where corporations want to do the right thing. They spend the time to try to run these types of programs, either loyalty, incentive, employee engagement, employee recognition, program, and don't look at the big picture, and it doesn't get the results that they're trying to do. So they spend the time, they spend the money, but don't get the results.
So does that mean that you sometimes get involved with helping with their program planning?
Yeah, we'd like to. So ultimately, we would like to be at the very beginning of the planning. So if you think about it, ultimately, you're giving some type of product, some type of reward, something to an individual. And like I said earlier, that is either through a loyalty, you're thanking them, or an incentive, you're influencing their behavior. And, you know, it starts obviously with a product selection. So that's a big part of it. What are you trying to accomplish and what gift are you using to do that? But the order process is just as important. The fulfillment process is just important. The experience, the total overall experience is just as important. I mean, you could sit there and give the best gift in the world and it shows up 6 months later, you know, you didn't accomplish what you set out to accomplish. And so you have to take a look at the whole big picture of what you're trying to accomplish, and then the best way to do that.
So getting a little bit more then detailed here before we wrap up. So you've really covered the fact that you can get involved with planning, and the more the client tells you, the better you can do for them. So what do you mean by system integration?
Well, in the system integration, and many times what we want to understand is how are we going to communicate with the customer? How are we going to communicate with the person that you are putting this program together for? And so in doing that, we want to either decide, are we building a website to get the orders? Are we going to be on site and do an event gifting where we're going on site? Are we doing order confirmations, shipment confirmations? Or how are we collecting all that information that we need to make the experience a positive experience for the end user? And so we either build that whole system ourselves, or we integrate into a system that corporations already have in place that they use to communicate with their employees, customers, the person that they're engaging in this process.
So in a sense, you're really helping them with all the communications necessary so that people can succeed. So what do you mean? Let's get into a little bit more of the back end logistics. What about warehouse and fulfillment and transportation management? What are some of your key services in that area?
Yeah, and so in a lot of cases, this has to do with certain customers, and other customers. We're kind of a choose and pick, kind of a one-stop shop, and you kind of pick what you want us to do. But in the warehouse and fulfillment, obviously, it's the Amazon model. We want an order to come in, and we want all orders to ship same day. We want that product to be at the door of the end user customer within. Especially us located in Ohio, we can hit 70% of the country in 2 days, and then the rest of the country in 3 days. And wow. So we want to make sure that if an order gets placed today, that we ship that product same day and that goes out and is at the customer's door within the 2 to 3 days. With that warehouse and fulfillment, though, you look at what you're trying to accomplish. So there's many things to do in the warehouse and fulfillment side through kitting, communications, gift wrapping, special colors, boxes. You can even put a sticker with the company name on it. What are you trying to accomplish? So you take a look at that whole experience of what you're doing and make sure that you're adding to that is value added to the end user. And there's many ways to do that.
So you can do customization, personalization, kitting, pad printing, and all of those things.
Yeah, it's all in-house. So we have all of our printers in-house. So we logo product in-house. But also, if you take a look at the personalization, you're talking personalization at the logo side, but there's also personalization at the person side. So you could actually get that gift and you open it up and it says, Dear Joe Smith, thank you for your 10 years of employment and hard work. So we can even personalize it to the end user so that it's a special touch, that it's not just a generic gift going to a person, it's actually personalized to that person.
Are you seeing more interest in that these days?
Yeah, so anytime you do value added, there's cost, right? So it's kind of a menu board. You check it, yeah, I want personalized, there's a cost. So it just kind of depends on what people's budget is. We go out there and present everything and we try to see what they're trying to accomplish. I think employee engagement is a very interesting market. In the fact that you have your own employees that work, 40, 50 hours a week with you. And a lot of people put an employee engagement, employee recognition program together to recognize the hard work their employees have done, but fail in really recognizing the employee. And so we really think there's ways to talk about employee engagement, employee recognition, and get the bang for your dollar. The last thing you want to do is have someone work for you for 10 years, get excited about saying, hey, I've worked here 10 years, and they go somehow to redeem their gift. The experience of redeeming is tough, hard, tough to follow the instructions, figure out how do I get my gift. And then when they do price selection, it's non-retail brands or, price point, a lower price point. And so you look at that experience of trying to reward your employee for 10 years of hard work and you give them, a $50 pair of binoculars. And you just look at that experience and say, you didn't accomplish what you really set out to do, which was thank the employee. And so there's many ways of doing that. You can still use a $50 gift, but just make that experience a better result for the employee.
And that really ties into this last slide. Just quickly explain, it sounds like you have a big focus on the quality experience.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you do what you say you're going to do. And so a lot of times on quality, I always take a look at it in asking myself, how would I want to be managed, right? And so if I was going to be getting a reward from a customer, I want the ease of engagement on the order process. I want the communication between an order confirmation, shipping confirmation. I want a good gift selection. And I want that product to ship same day. And I want that product to show up in a good looking box, the right product showing up at the right time. And I want the experience to be a pleasant experience. And I want then in turn to, in employee engagement, employee recognition, be able to tell my friends, hey, man, my company really thinks positive about me. Look what I got, and spread that word. And so the quality is just doing what you say you're going to do and make sure that the experience is pleasant. And then you got customer service to help, customer management to help along the way if anybody has customer. And there's buyer's remorse. There's hey, this size doesn't fit me. I need to make a return. There's all that you add to that experience, and that's where that customer management comes in play.
Yeah, one of the big messages in these shows is that we always want to educate the corporation that if they want to get these great brands that you see on the screen here, do not go to retail, because none of the services that you've just described are you going to be able to get for 400 employees at retail. So folks, look at these great brands. If ever you're thinking about programs for amenities, employees, you want to go through companies like Links Unlimited. So Scott, just kind of wrapping up, sort of the last words you'd like to say to the corporate market.
Yeah, I would say if exactly what you said, if you are trying to reward, thank, influence, and using gifting as a way of doing that, and look at the retail, then your reach or what you're trying to accomplish is not going to happen because the biggest part of that is fulfillment. And if you kind of take a look, it's almost the Amazon model. If you think about it, our whole process of online retail ordering is based upon Amazon. And if you don't have that Amazon experience of receiving that product the next day as an individual, you know that they're not up to that level of Amazon. And so that's what we have to do. Now, Amazon would fail at giving gifts to 400 people, understanding the demographics and managing the whole shipping, order confirmation, shipping confirmation, and personalization that is needed in a corporate program. But if you take a look at the retail side, everybody compares themselves to Amazon. And we want to make sure that that experience that you do, not only the gift, and we talked about the brands, best brands, period, that the experience, the whole experience from the order, from the communication to the order, to the shipping, to the fulfillment, to, like I said, that the way the even box shows up, how it looks when you open up that box, is a pleasant experience. And the best bang of the buck is when you get someone that's excited and tells their friends or tells their family, or hey, look what my company did for me, or hey, look, I got this incentive for taking this survey, or whatever the experience is that you are either somehow being used for a gifting experience.
Well, Scott, thank you very much. As one of the leading master fulfillment companies in the United States, and really only one of a very few, your growth opportunities seem to me endless, because there's so few people still that know about the corporate marketplace. And that if you want anything for your personal use, folks, go to retail. But if you want to achieve a business objective, even a corporate amenities, gifting, incentives, recognition, you go to companies like Links Unlimited. Scott, thanks very much.
Thank you.